My lottery win exposed a family conspiracy. My financial advisor handed me a gun and said, "You'll need this when they come." He wasn't wrong. 30 minutes earlier, I'd signed the papers confirming my $127 million lottery win. I still had ink on my fingers when David, my advisor of 8 years, pushed a Glock across his mahogany desk. I stared at it like it might go off on its own. "What do you mean when they come?" I asked, barely able to keep my voice steady. David locked the door behind me. The floor-to-ceiling windows in his office let in warm sunlight, but suddenly everything felt colder, tighter. He pulled out a thick manila folder and flipped it open. My sister Catherine's house, my brother Michael's apartment, my mom's assisted living facility, photos, all taken in the last few hours. "Your sister has already contacted 3 loan sharks," David said. "She told them her brother just hit it big, promised she'd co-sign anything." He handed me a document, a loan agreement. My name signed at the bottom, except I hadn't signed anything. "She forged your signature, dated it 2 days before the drawing." Michael's worse. He filed for legal guardianship this morning. "Claimed you're mentally unstable from chronic gambling addiction." He slid over a medical report. My name again. Psych evals signed by Dr. Walsh, our family doctor. "Even Walsh is in on it?" I asked, the blood draining from my face. David nodded grimly. He's been seeing kickbacks for months. Then he pulled out another photo. Catherine, Michael, and a man in a designer suit, standing outside a law office. Timestamp. 1 day before the winning numbers were announced. The man, Ryan Torres. State Lottery IT Security, David said. "And Catherine's boyfriend." I couldn't breathe. David leaned in. "Your winning ticket was purchased using a credit card linked to a shell company, owned by Ryan. Your name's on the ticket, yes, but they planted it knowing the numbers." David had been suspicious for a while. He hired a private investigator months ago, after noticing strange legal activity involving several of his high-net-worth clients. There was a pattern. Family members moving in just before money arrived. "They've been setting you up for months," he said. "Keyloggers on your home computer, mail theft. Catherine has copies of your bank records. Michael got your mom to sign over power of attorney while she was heavily medicated. I felt like I was watching a thriller, except it was my life. The gun on the desk wasn't for show. It was real, and it was meant for protection from my own family." David handed me a burner phone. 1 contact saved. "Agent Patricia Morrison, FBI White Collar Division. She's been tracking lottery manipulation cases for 2 years," he said. "And your case just blew it wide open." 3 hours later, I was in an FBI field office, wearing a wire. At 6:14 p.m., agents simultaneously arrested Catherine, Michael, and Ryan Torres. The surveillance footage, the fake documents, the financial trail, it all led back to them. The Lottery Commission voided the ticket. I didn't get a dime, but I got something better. Justice. Catherine was sentenced to 4 years for conspiracy and fraud. Michael got 18 months for guardianship abuse. Ryan was hit with federal charges, computer crimes, wire fraud, insider trading. He's still in custody awaiting trial. Minimum 10 years. Dr. Walsh lost his license. My mom was moved to a private, secure facility. She only speaks to me now. The trust she once had in her other kid, gone. The gun David gave me, never used. It's locked away with the documents that saved not just my future, but those of dozens of lottery winners who had no idea their families were circling like sharks. 6 months later, I won again. This time, $2.3 million, legitimately and quietly. David helped me funnel the winnings into an anonymous trust. The only person who knows is my cousin Sarah, estranged from the rest of the family for years. She's the only one I trust now, the only one who never asked for a cent. I've learned the hard way. Blood doesn't always mean loyalty. Sometimes the most dangerous people in your life share your last name. And sometimes the gun on the table isn't for a burglar. It's for the people who've already broken into your